Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, OBlock song, or I think at this point we should say former OBlock affiliate Bosstop, have came out and let the world know recently to not identify him as the same Bosstop y'all used to acknowledge him by. And I think this is the stage where they're calling it growth. But of course, with social media being social media, you have people with mixed feelings and opinions, and honestly, I do understand where they're coming from, but I also understand both sides. For one, whenever you're transitioning into something you never was before and you are a public figure, it comes with much scrutiny. And for the most part, the people who have a problem are usually just people who are entertained by the destruction, which usually includes you getting the bad end of the stick and them just being entertained. And a perfect example of that would be Lil Durk and his current situation. We watched the world tell him, slide for Vaughn, get back for Vaughn, put him and Youngboy against each other every chance that they had, and as soon as he got locked up for the same thing they told him he should be sliding for, they went from telling him to slide to telling him that he should have never did what he did. With that being said, you're never going to please everybody, and with social media being social media, there's never no winning. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. And with Bosstop wanting to change his life, you would think that more people would be happy for him, understanding where he came from. However, it's the opposite, and the people are saying, well, this is the same man that was on camera after Duck passed away, dropping Blue's clues to the feds, which they believe was used against them when the feds actually came. This is also the same person that was profiting off the destruction that they was causing, and now after misleading the youth for years, suddenly he wants to change his life. So like I stated earlier, I agree with both sides because I get it. However, just as accepting as people were when he was causing that same destruction, give him a chance as he's now deciding to push a different message and telling the same youth to follow their higher power. It almost seems as if guys aren't satisfied with anything until these dudes are deceased or in the jail cell for a long time. However, when you study the people that decided to quit while they were ahead and move on from Chicago and that culture, you will realize that they are the ones who escaped, whether it's Chief Keef, King Yella, Billionaire Black, G Herbo, or a bunch of other people who I'm probably going to forget. But the moral of the story is this: in order to get different results, you have to stop doing the same thing, and I think Bosstop gets it now. Keep in mind, this is the same guy that was present the night one of his best friends passed away, on top of all the other friends of his that passed away as well. So of course, he's probably tired of attending funerals and definitely don't want to partake in his own anytime soon. Keep in mind, just last year, he was also tweeting, hinting as if he may not be as cool with some of them same friends that he once was cool with. Y'all remember when one of the tweets said, quote, "Who gonna be the boys if everybody doing girl-ish?" Then another tweet would state, quote, "A friend today could be an enemy tomorrow." Then lastly, he would state, quote, "I trust a car with bald tires going 140 miles per hour in the rain before I trust one of UMFs." And I think those tweets are self-explanatory. And I forgot to mention that Bosstop has had plenty of attempts on his life, where one of them is where he was actually shot while in OBlock in 2002, along with 4 other people. So at what point do y'all think a man should continue his ways, the same ways that's jeopardizing his life, before he finally calls it quits or end up in a casket? So let's get into what Bosstop had to say, but before we do, shout out to Drill Music for the video, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
You have been a brother that was able to remove yourself from an environment of violence, gang, drugs, and you done lost a lot of friends to jail and death. Like, how has your transition been coming to Atlanta And you know, like, what advice do you have for individuals that's in this situation, and how has Islam played a role in all this?
Number one is you have to keep Allah first.
For sure.
You gotta keep faith first. It wasn't an easy transition in between the streets and what you've known your whole life, in between the right path or something you're studying on it, and you know what I'm saying? So it ain't always gonna be easy trying to go and really live this type of life, because you only know one thing. Sometimes you have questions that need to be answered. But if you get into the deen, you get into the Quran and all that, you'll start really seeing things clear and understanding. You know, my transition wasn't easy, but it was the best thing that I needed for me. It's what I needed for my family, my kids. Me doing that was able to keep me out the way from dying, going to jail. I've been with all hell and hot water. I ain't been to hell.
I see. You catch that,
get what I'm going.
For sure.
I feel like, like I say, people just keep Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first. Don't worry about what your homies, with the streets, with the females, worry about what nobody gonna think about you. You gotta think about you and think about what Allah hates. You gotta hate what Allah hates.
SubhanAllah.
Don't like what they like.
Right.
You hate what Allah hates.
For sure.
If Allah don't like it, you gotta hate it. So that's really where I'm at with it. Like, the things I know you dislike, I'm starting to hate it. Keep Allah first, man, and just keep going, keep striving. It's nothing easy. Faith go up and down. You gotta stay strong.
For sure.
You gotta stay strong.
Now, just to show y'all the distaste that people have seeing Bosstop's transformation, here's a few comments from underneath the post by Drill Music. One user would state, quote, "Ain't no more money coming in, foreign pass, Chief disowned him, the list can go on, etc." Another user would state, quote, "Ninja single-hand took the hood down in the interview." Lastly, another person would state, quote, "Laughing emojis, bullets change a ninja life. Y'all hear me? Laughing emoji." But on the flip side, you have people agreeing with the positive message, even Welch World's own Tay Savage, who commented underneath the post saying, quote, "Growth." Another user would state, quote, "Proud of my boy Bosstop. He not even on no clout chasing ish with his neither. Just change and growth." Now, one comment I did agree with and felt he did have a point. The user would state, quote, "He can change all he want, but is his ops going to change theirs if they ever see him?" And honestly, that's the worst part of transformation, because he does have a point. You could change all you want, but if your ops see you, are they going to be on the same page as you? More than likely, they're not. So you'll be forced back to your own ways or become a victim. However it go, that's how the lifestyle is. You changing isn't going to change how you made someone feel when you trolled their loved ones or when you dissed them on social media. They remember that feeling of grief they had to go through while you trolled them. So it is what it is. But I'm sure this is why Bosstop removed himself from that environment in Chicago. It said that not only did he change his looks, but he also moved to Atlanta with his family and changed everything else. Only thing is, Atlanta at this point is like baby Chicago. It seemed like everyone from Chicago moved there to get away from Chicago, but if everyone is moving there from Chicago, then it kind of defeats the purpose. Maybe it's close, or they just feel a bunch of them are there. I don't know. However, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. How do y'all feel about Bosstop changing his life? Do you agree with it? Do you think he's clout chasing? Or do you think it'll last for him at all? Let us know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out. Are you tired of a bunch of social media gurus promising you results with their course, but all they do is take a bunch of information off YouTube and Google and sell it to you? Well, look no further. Our YouTube Tips and Tricks Masterclass course comes equipped with SEO tips and tricks, along with methods we use to growth hack our YouTube channel. It also includes step-by-step ways to publish your video before uploading to guarantee a great SEO score, therefore your videos can rank and be shown to a bigger audience. Views and subscribers don't come by luck, and just how YouTube have an algorithm, you should have one as well that can guarantee you results. We doing websites and softwares we personally use to generate money creating Faces YouTube channels. If you also would like to skip the process and just buy other pre-built accounts, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, we also threw that in there for you too. We went through trial and error, so you don't have to. Click the link in the description or the comments and get started today.